Alright, so if I ask you guys to find the distance between 2 points, you can use either the distance formula or the Pythagorean theorem. So we have the order pairs 2, 7, and 5, 3. The first thing I'm going to do is label. Everyone say label.
Label.
The student who's probably going to not get an A or B in the class is these are the small things. I tell them and they don't listen to me, and then you see what happens on your quiz or test. So I'm going to label this x1, y1, so that's our first order pair, and this is x2, y2. Class, does it matter how I label them? You just have to be consistent. This is the first order pair, this is the second order pair. You could call this one the first order pair, this one the second order pair. The next thing I'm going to do is write down the formula. Everyone say formula. Partner B, tell partner A, what is the distance formula? Jennifer, what is the distance formula? Oh, sorry, Jennifer R. Thank you. And I'm going to go through and put this big negative sign. Now, if you tried the problem, you may have noticed that if you didn't write down the distance formula, I don't know where you started from. So I do give you partial credit for just writing down the correct formula. Let's go through. Class, our x1 value. And your, x1 value is 2, x2 value is 5 squared plus your y1 value and your y2 value. Oh, how nice, I didn't give you any negatives. And then we're going to now simplify. Let's go ahead and simplify that using order of operations. 2 minus 5. 7 minus 3. Class, negative 3 squared. Positive 9. I just graded my Math 5 quizzes. I don't know why a lot of people think it's negative 9. Put it in your calculator. 4 squared. 9 plus 16. 2 identical numbers that multiply to be 25. The answer is 5. Raise your hand if you got that. Again, that was an easier problem because number one, I didn't give you negatives. A super hard problem is if I give you the distance and I tell you to find the other order pair. Okay, see if I can go through the example of that. Alright, let's do Pythagorean theorem. Well, I think this is easier. The only hard part about Pythagorean theorem is drawing a graph. What else is difficult about the Pythagorean theorem is 3, 6, 7, 8. If you don't have graph paper, getting a triangle onto your paper is a hard part. So let's go ahead and graph this. 2, 7, right 2, up 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, comma 7. 5, 3. Right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up 3. 1, 2, 3. Everyone say, draw a right triangle.
Draw a right triangle.
So we need to make a right triangle. Well, if I connect these 2 points, I'll just throw out the obvious. You cannot count diagonally. You cannot say 1, I think that's kind of 2, and then I think that's 3, and that's like 4. Okay? If you do that, you make me upset. So I need to make a right triangle. You can either drawing down or you can draw up here. Do you see the triangles? You can choose. So I'm going to go down. and I go across. Everyone say count. We're going to count the side links that are not diagonal. Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. What's the length of that triangle? 3. Count with me. Ready, set, go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Partner A tell partner B the Pythagorean theorem. Go. Frida, Pythagorean theorem.
2.
Where's Frida? Frida, speak. Pythagorean theorem. Roy's Pythagorean theorem. Frida, Pythagorean theorem. Yeah. Put your finger on the side length C. Tells me you passed the Math 4 class. It should be over here. Class, why do I write it over here?
That's the hypotenuse.
It's across. It is the hypotenuse. It's across from the right angle. C is the longest side of the triangle. Class, what are you going to call this one? Doesn't matter, as long as you don't call either of these C. Your substitutions. C is an unknown, so we'll just leave it as C. A value.
1.
B value. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Ah, looks very similar, doesn't it? I can get rid of the power of 2 by taking the square root. Negative 3 squared is the same thing as 3 squared. Interesting. 4 squared, class? 16 plus 9. C squared equals 25. You take the square root of 20. Oh, we already did it over there. Oh. To get rid of the power of 2, you do the opposite of a square, which is a square root. C equals 5. So you can use either of these methods to find the distance between these 2 points. I recommend the Pythagorean theorem. Only hard part is drawing the triangle.
I love math. You don't love math? What's wrong with you?